Picture this. You're sitting at home by the fire, and a courier knocks on your door. He hands you a letter. You open it. It's from a lusty Argonian maid inquiring about your chambers. But with it being so late in the day, it would be appropriate to serve a meal with this kind of frivolity. And what are you going to serve? The venison stew you found in a bandit camp? No. Luckily, you are a man of the college, and you own your own copy of Uncommon Taste by the Gourmand. You crack it open and you find the recipe for sunshine souffle that can please your companion better than you can. This simple guide will teach you how to use this recipe to cook a delicious souffle that's easy, because cooking should be easy and not like Chalador's maze. We're gonna be using 2.5 ounces of cow's cheese, 1 ounce of butter, 1 ounce of flour, 9 ounces of milk, a dash of salt, a dash of pepper, and a cupful of ground nutmeg. These are all the things that the recipe says we'll need, so we can get started. The first step in our recipe here says, stoke the flames of your oven and achieve a moderate heat. I don't have any flames in my oven, but 350 degrees is moderate. I think. Well, flames are stoked. The next step is to grate the cheese into thin shavings by running a finely honed elven dagger over the block. Now, I don't have a finely honed elven dagger, but I do have a knife. The recipe says we need 2.5 ounces, which is pretty close to 70 grams. This is 300 grams, so if I do some quick math, it's gonna be this much. I don't know how I'm supposed to make fine shavings with this, but here we go. The next step says to separate the eggs. Alright, so we gotta get some eggs. So now I separate the eggs and beat the whites until they're thick. It didn't say how many eggs. I'm gonna put in 3. Right now I'm just whisking the eggs, but if I wanted to whip the eggs, I'd have to break out the leather. So we've whipped the eggs here to about the texture of a yogurt or maybe sour cream. The recipe said until they thicken, and these are definitely thicker than they were before. Now we begin the preparation of our sunshine sauce. Okay, so we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter to our pot. Remember, a souffle can never be too buttery. I'm gonna add my 3 tablespoons or 1 ounce of flour into this butter, and then I will mix it all together. That's good. That's 1 ounce. When the flour and the butter is well blended, we add in our 9 ounces of milk. That makes it cook faster. I think our sauce has thickened, and it's time to add in the salt, pepper, and nutmeg. And I think we take it off the heat yet. Now, the recipe says a cup full of nutmeg, but nutmeg is a hallucinogen, and a cupful will likely kill you. I'm gonna add in a teaspoon. Next on the recipe, we add in the grated cheese and then the egg yolks, and we stir well until fully blended. These might be a little chunky souffle. All right, cheese is in, egg yolks going in. It smells delicious so far, so it's looking good. So the next step is to add in the egg whites with a spoon made of carved hickory wood. I'm just going to use a plastic spatula. I just gently pour the mix into my souffle dishes, filling each nearly but not quite to the top. Alright, looks like we're making 5 delicious souffles. Now we put the dishes in our moderately hot oven and shut that door. We have to keep it sealed for 25 minutes or our scrumptious suns will rise only to fall down flat in the oven's abyss. All right, now we wait. After 25 minutes, our soufflés are done, and we can pull them out of the oven. Here they are. So they're golden brown on top. It looks like a success. How do we get them out? Now all that's left to do is taste our soufflés. Let's dig in. Interesting, very soft inside. Tastes like cheesy, kind of omelette-y. Pretty good. These are probably a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I don't know if I'd make them again. They're kind of gross, honestly. The Eldmiri Dominion has had legal marijuana for a long time. There's high elves everywhere. That's funny if you know about Skyrim.